Hi Kumar, how are you doing today?
Top of the world, Priya. How are you?
Very well, and I'm looking forward to our conversation because I've I've learned a lot from sales professionals recently. I've been working along with Venkat on a number of sales workshops, and so I'm getting excited about uh, what's the art of the possible with sales professionals and sellers, especially. And I wanted to speak to you about it because you've been in the space of sales for about 3 decades now. And there are some qualities that I've often heard customers call out about Kumar. I mean, be it enterprise customers or corporate customers. I've often seen them say that Kumar is very persistent, and we wish our sales professionals and account executives are also like him. And this has not happened once, and I think at least it must be 4 or 5 times. I have personally heard this from leaders of different organizations, Kumar. So I want to pause here and ask you a question to say, hey, how does one who's in the area of sales, build this the attitude and then the right behaviors? So I just wanted to ask you, what do you do, and how can others emulate and learn from you, Kumar?
Thanks, Priya. Thanks for your kind words. So let me probably start with how actually I was 3 decades back when I started my career. I just accidentally got into sales profession. No proper training, formal training. So in the initial 6 months, I was just doing a haphazard way of prospecting, reaching out prospects, customers. But a lot of efforts went in, but no actual results. And one day my mentor called me, luckily, and he was just asking me, how do I just go about prospecting as well as reaching out to customers? I just told him that I make a lot of calls, and whenever I ask for a customer for an appointment, if he says I'm busy, I will immediately give up. Okay, I will move to the next prospect list. Likewise, I just keep going. That point of time, the mentor told me, which is actually, which was a turning point in my life, I should say, Priya. But he told me that, Kumar, for any sales profession, or for that matter, for any profession to be successful, he or she needs to have three P's, three important P's. The three P's are patience, persistence, perseverance. He explained how he was able to imbibe these three qualities when he started his career and started seeing successful results. He started telling. That was a turning point, I would say. So that night, I just thought about how I could actually practice these three qualities and probably improve my sales career. The next day onwards, after getting this kind of, I would say, enlightenment, I started practicing these three P's consciously. And I started slowly observing some results moving towards, okay, compared to the previous cases. Okay, so slowly I started not giving up, or when the customer is saying, I will not have time for you, I used to give up, but immediately after all these things, I started practicing these things. I went one step ahead and asked him why he's telling so what he is telling. So slowly I actually imbibed these qualities. I would say that was a turning point, and and I started seeing results. And I want to give one example here, which the sales fraternity would be able to probably understand. I think it was the year 2002 or 2003. We used to be Adobe partners, selling Adobe software licenses. One of the top-notch publishing houses in Chennai, they used to buy a lot of Adobe software licenses from my competitor. Okay, and whenever I approach this particular prospect or customer, he would say, anyway, I'm buying from him. No, don't waste your time here. I'm absolutely happy with this particular organization who is your competitor. But I did not give up. I kept on persisting. I just kept in touch with him. Then one fine day, after seeing my persistence, he immediately called me one day and told me that, Kumar, here is an opportunity. I have one particular requirement. If you showcase some value addition in this particular requirement, the deal is yours. So he gave me the opportunity. And I just went back to office. Our team started working on how we can actually reduce the cost of purchase. We did all the homework and we gave a fantastic proposal. That point of time, we could save close to more than 15 lakhs for the customer, 2002, 2003 period. The client was absolutely happy. The client who was buying all the licenses from my competitors for almost 10 plus years, a loyal customer to them, he immediately switched side. He immediately started buying from us. That was the first order. And after that, that customer became one of the largest customers for my organization at that point of time. So how the persistence quality, which I actually showcase with this particular account, I was able to probably win over those initial failures, and I was able to win the account who became a lifelong customer for us. And Priya, one of the main reasons, or not one of the main reasons, couple of reasons for why the salespeople are easily giving up is, one is that when the client says no, they are not able to, they take it personally. Okay. And they do not want to go one step ahead. See, there is two situations. When the client says no, we have two options, either give up or go up. Give up is very easy. Anybody can do, but that guarantees failure. Okay. But going up is showcasing that persistence, showcasing that perseverance, showcasing that patience. And if one door is closed, how do we ensure that the other door is open? That particular mentality, if we are able to build, then it is easy for anyone to probably, I would say, imbibe these qualities, Priya. Okay. And yes.
No, this is good, Kumar. Like, for example, what you just shared is how one can is like keeping at it, right? It's like your endurance capability. That's also something that we understand, right? Physical and mental endurance to keep at it till you get some level of success in that particular space, which is a absolutely brilliant quality for sales professionals. But sometimes when you're doing this, what is the measure of control you exercise? Because sometimes when we get persistent behaviors also has its own extremities, right? Where sometimes we tend to overdo persistence. How do you keep that balance while keeping this persistence as a foremost quality? How does balance support you?
Absolutely, absolutely, Priya. What you have told is absolutely right. The customer should not be feeling that because of my persistence, actually I am intruding into his space. I am not allowing enough space or time for him. So any salesperson should be very conscious about how he or she should follow this quality of persistence. For example, if I am actually calling you, asking for a time slot, you may be in different frame of mind. Probably you may bang the phone. As a salesperson, I should not be immediately reacting to your action. Okay, if I am conscious about, okay, this person probably would be in a different frame of mind, probably he must be having different priorities. If I'm having this heightened awareness, then I don't take it personally. This is not a Kumar fail. This is a failure of an event. That's all. Kumar is not a failure. So what I immediately do is I consciously tell myself, give him or her some space, some time. That is one thing. Second thing, if I'm completely convinced about my product or solution, which is going to create multiplier impact for your organization, then I would be showcasing that persistence. So think from not from the individual perspective, but for the customer, what we can achieve, what we can do. If you are able to actually showcase, not only we think, if you're able to showcase this to the customer, then I think we'll see results. I can give one more example.
Yes.
Recently, just a year back, Priya, you know about this customer of ours. They are a tier 3 largest software organization, global organization. And this particular organization was moving towards 1 billion revenue mark. Okay, this somehow I got to see their financials and read this managing director's report, and somehow I got managing director's number. Okay, with a lot of hesitation, one evening, I still remember it was almost 7 o'clock, I called him. He was in a meeting. He immediately said, call me tomorrow. Next day, exactly same time, I called him. He said again, you call me next day. This went on for almost one and a half weeks. Okay. Then finally, I got hold of him. I told him, I just need only 2 minutes of your time. He said, okay, tell me. Then I told him, I read about his $1 billion. They are marching towards it. How our solutions would actually accelerate their vision or their goal and touching their goals. Okay. How we can be, our solutions could be useful to them. Because I was able to talk from his point of view, okay, he immediately said, okay, good. This is my CHRO's number. Why don't you talk to him? He is a decision maker. Again, with the CHRO, same thing happened. First call, second call, third call, fourth call. I did not give up. Finally, one day, I just got hold of, I had his mail ID. I wrote a nice mail attaching their results, all of those things, how our solutions can be exactly fitting into their thing. And finally, I sent a mail to him. After a week's time, I got a call from his office, okay, saying that my boss got this particular mail from you. Why don't we have a discussion? Then the discussion started, couple of rounds of discussion. We got one pilot project. We successfully delivered that particular project. And after that, they gave one of the other biggest order for me. Last year, they happened to be my second largest customer, Priya. So had I given up in the first place with a managing director, I would not be talking the story to you now. So the persistence, if you are actually implementing or applying these things with a customer in mind, okay, then we can see far more results. That's what I'm able to see, Priya.
Wonderful, wonderful. I kind of quite relate to it, and from a psychology perspective, especially when as a leadership coach and a facilitator, I've often seen that when we handle self-limiting beliefs or some of the biases that we have, putting a larger purpose in front of us can help us in some way, take off this focus on ourselves and take off the focus on our beliefs or limiting beliefs, and rather keep the larger purpose or the reason in front of us to make us act in the right way, right? So in that way, what I'm hearing from you is also that keeping the larger vision and the larger potential and possibility for the customer, not for you or for the organization that you're part of, but for the customer. And when that shows up, it will definitely show up in your body language, in your eyes, right? And also in what you write and speak. And I think that's exactly what happened. So wonderful. I mean, I'm excited to be having these conversations so that I'm able to understand a lot more, one, about you, and also about what potential can these kind of sales behaviors have for others who want to get into this profession, right? Sales skills are life skills. You don't need to be only in sales to be having these kind of behaviors, but learning from sellers, especially field sales people, right? So that there is a lot more clarity we can understand about influencing and persuasion as well. So thank you so much, Kumar, for this particular opportunity. Look forward to more such conversations in the future.
Thanks, Priya. Thanks for this opportunity.
Wonderful. Thank you.